Three guys walk into a bar.
Welcome back, bar crawlers. As always, I am Charlie.
I'm Rob.
And I'm Nathan.
And it's a very special episode today because it is my birthday.
Happy birthday, good
Happy
sir.
birthday, Charlie.
Woo! Dirty 30.
Really?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Is it?
Nothing wrong with 30. Nothing wrong with it.
What are you?
I'm 31.
Okay.
About to be 32 here in a little bit, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Coming up. Thanks.
In what,
for you
11
guys.
months?
No, not that.
yeah. 11 months. Almost
no,
there.
no.
Like, happy birthday.
Well,
Yes.
thank you.
Yes.
You know, and Mackenzie's been asking me for like a month. She's like, what do you want to do for your birthday? What do you want to do for your birthday? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't really do anything for my... When did you guys like stop like caring about your birthday?
I was probably about 16.
Well, so caring about every birthday, I'd say probably the same as 16, but then you have like 18's kind of cool, and then 21's obviously the big one.
Those are cool.
The big ones,
But
yeah.
now I have nothing to look forward to.
Right. It's just
Like,
another
it's-
day. It's an excuse to ask off work for me, I guess.
Oh, I don't even do that.
See, I don't like working on my birthday.
Oh.
I don't like working any day.
Yeah, no.
So it's like,
yeah.
and now that I don't do anything on my birthday, it's just kind of like, well, I guess I'll go to work. Like,
Right.
I'll just be sitting around, you know.
I'm about to say the only thing that like I guess I enjoy genuinely about it is it's my choice on what we eat that whole day.
Right.
Oh, that's
See,
the
but that
part.
could be a blessing or a curse.
Birthday dinners.
Why?
Because then you're like, where do I want to go? Then you have to make the decision.
That's fine.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, I want to make that decision.
Plan it a month in advance.
Right.
Because
Start
generally,
thinking
for
about
when
it.
you're trying to plan meals, you're like, "What if? Well, someone wants to eat this. What someone wants to eat this. You got to think about this. No, it's your day.
Yeah.
So you're like, I'm eating this because this is what I want. You guys can figure out what you want from there.
I still don't even know what I want for or
There
what
you
I want to
go.
do. Like, I don't think the last 3 years. I don't think we've done really gifts at all because her
Yeah.
birthday was last week.
Nice.
And
Happy belated.
so
birthday.
No.
and so it's like our birthdays are so close together. A lot of the times we celebrate them together,
Yeah, that makes sense.
and
That
so we're
makes
like,
sense.
oh, let's just go out and get dinner somewhere.
See, but that's okay. So that's a perfect idea. If you guys' birthdays are so close together, if anyone has birthdays within the same 3 months, I'm just like cram it all to a day.
3 months.
That's a long
I'm a
time.
busy person. I got things.
When's your wife's birthday?
October?
Oh.
Yeah, it's far away, so it's got it. Yeah.
I mean, 3 months. Why stop there?
Yeah, right.
6
If it's
months.
within 1 year of your
So, yeah,
birthday,
yeah.
just celebrate together.
You're right. We should. You know what? I'm gonna bring this up to her when I get home.
Let's see what she thinks.
She'll enjoy that, I think. Yeah.
Well, no, bring it up after your birthday, so you've already had your birthday dinner and already gotten your gifts.
You know what, sweetheart? Let's just celebrate our birthdays together this year. We just did your birthday. No. That was last year's birthday.
but I got you a gift as well, so so she'll be happy about that. But yeah, but happy birthday to you, sir.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
From all the bar crawlers. That's hard to say.
Well, thank you,
For
bar
you.
crawlers.
So in case you're, just wondering here, I've been pondering ways for us to make money here and to just kind of monetize what we do with our time. We have the coupon books out, selling thousands of copies daily. It's been wonderful.
Please keep trying to reach us. Email us. Facebook.
Yeah, if you haven't gotten yours in the mail yet, it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming.
These are even more popular than the PlayStation 5 right now. So
Yes.
Sold out for months.
But the one thing that in having a kid and having to read through kids' books, I realized, wow, kids' books are pretty easy to write and they're dumb. So I think that we should really hone in on that market.
Mm-hmm.
And we could do Three Guys Walk Into a Bar kids books.
not gonna lie, great idea.
Well, I'm just saying, I'll be honest with you. I see how fast my kid reads. We can churn out many of them before he even gets through one. So I think this is our chance. And so, well, I wrote a small one. I didn't know if I could share with you guys.
Please.
So
Please.
I'm ecstatic right now.
yeah, so this is The Lion Who Ruined Everything. There was a lion named Rusty who ruined everything. And these are his tales. Rusty woke from his sleep, yawning his wide mouth. Rusty had no friends in the world, because Rusty ruins everything. Just the previous night, Rusty strolled into a party. The patrons were all enjoying themselves, dancing and drinking. "I'm having fun," yelled a girl. "I'm not," said her friend. Rusty came in, really grooving to the music. He closed his eyes as he was swept away in the beat. He twirled left, right, and all around. As he left the room behind shreds of human flesh, their bodies cut to pieces during Rusty's insatiable dancing. Rusty felt guilty, and enduring the guilt of murdering 9 people, Rusty grabbed a rope and headed for the banister.
This went dark real quick.
As he tightened the noose and made the leap, the banister broke with the brooding lion's weight. So with 9 dead bodies and a broken banister at a house he doesn't own, it's safe to say Rusty ruins everything.
Is it bad that I loved that?
Oh, wow.
So
That's the best audiobook I've ever heard.
there will be more to come, but
please.
Yeah, email us, available 3 guys.
Yes, that's also. We are sold out for months, so just keep trying.
God damn it.
So more tales of Rusty to come, but I just feel like we're going to tap into that market.
That's awesome.
I've got an artist friend. We're going to illustrate
Yes,
this.
by all means,
yes, we're gonna make this happen.
Well, thank you so much for that on my birthday, Rob.
You're welcome.
I have actually come up with a brand new segment for us. I'm really excited to see what you guys think of it. It's kind of like our news segment,
Okay.
where you're going to be deciding what's not real and what is real. However, it's called One of These Things. Like, one of these things is not like the other. And I'm going to give you 4 things in a specific category, and you are going to decide which one is the real or which one is the fake one. There's 1 fake and 3 real.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you the first category is going to be related to us.
Ooh.
It's titles of podcasts.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
So the 4 podcasts are Adventure Zone, A Hot Dog is a Sandwich, Let's Make Everything, and Fake Doctors, Real Friends.
Okay. Are we working as a team or are we competing?
You can bounce ideas off each other, but you each have an answer.
Can I alter a slight bit? I want to make this like we're facing the dealer. Can me and Nathan try and beat you? Mm-hmm. You know the answer.
Of course I know the answer.
Yeah, so let's talk
like
this
deal
out.
or no deal?
Yeah, let's talk this out.
Not at all.
So, Fake Doctors, Real Friends is real.
Is real. We already.
We know that one's
I
done.
even know that.
Yeah.
I threw that one in there as a gimme.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have hot dogs
As a sandwich, Adventure Zone.
So Let's Make Everything, A Hot Dog is a Sandwich, and Adventure Zone.
Ooh. Okay, so it's hard. I don't know.
I'm so happy you're
Oh,
Okay,
man.
so hot
stumped
dog
by
is a
this.
sandwich. That seems like a dumb podcast title. I
It
think
does.
that's real. I think someone would do that.
Okay. See, I think the Let's Make Everything, it's a little... I think he skewed the title.
Let's make everything.
Yeah, I think there's a podcast similar, but I think he skewed the title a little bit. It's not Let's Make Everything.
See, I'm thinking Adventure Zone. That
Adventure
seems
Zone's a
too-
show. Isn't that a show, or is that
Adventure
Adventure Time? Oh.
I'm thinking it's Adventure.
There is a
Zone.
TV show, Adventure Time.
Okay.
All right.
okay.
What are you thinking? What if you had to pick one? What
If I had to pick one, I think it's Let's Make Everything. But I know we're...
You can compete against, like I said, you can
no,
compete
no,
against
no.
each
I'm
other.
going with Rob. I trust his gut. Let's make everything.
You are correct.
yes.
Adventure Zone is a live play Dungeons and Dragons podcast.
Okay.
I've seen the sword.
A Hot Dog
Yeah.
is a Sandwich is the podcast by the people who do Good Mythical Morning. It's about food debates.
Oh, okay.
Fake Doctors, Real Friends, of course, is
Scrubs,
the Scrubs
yeah.
podcast. And then I made up Let's Make Everything.
Okay.
Very good.
All right, so we're getting a little bit harder, and it's something that Nathan
Harder.
made fun of me. Yeah, something that Nathan just made fun of me for, and it's flower breeds.
Oh God.
Do love your
All right.
flowers, Charlie.
The dahlia, blue roses, hooker's lips, and the corpse flower.
Dahlia
Okay, go ahead.
is real,
Okay,
right?
I believe so.
What were you gonna say?
Well, I was going to say the blue rose is actually more of the Princess Diana. Yeah, because they have a blue rose on her Thai beanie baby that was dedicated to her.
So that's a real flower, or it's just on a Beanie Baby?
That's
What do you
what
mean? What do you mean? That wasn't helpful at all, Rob.
I know. I was giving you all the information I know of the blue rose.
Okay, thank you. So, all right, what were the last two again?
Hooker's nose.
Hooker's lips.
Hooker's
yeah.
lips and the corpse flower.
Hooker's lips is real.
It's gotta be real.
No, I feel like the flower community is like too prim and proper to name something Hooker's lips.
I mean, yeah, because if you were to look at Venus flytrap and they didn't name it vagina, like they,
they have standards.
yeah,
I mean, I will tell you that none of these are their scientific names, obviously.
Yes.
So
I was just about to.
because like Venus flytrap is not it's not its scientific name.
right.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I was just about to ask if we could get those, but
Yeah,
I don't know them offhand.
And the last one was
Corpse flower.
corpse flower.
that feels real.
That feels not real.
I'm gonna stand by blue rose, but I feel anti.
Because it's on a Beanie Baby.
Yep.
Why is that? Like you said, what does that mean that it's not? real?
What?
Oh no, I'm totally guessing. I have no idea.
Oh, all right. Well,
Why would I
I
know?
trusted you on the first one. If you get this wrong, though, I'm never listening to
Ooh,
you
then
again.
don't trust me here. This
No.
is bad. No,
Blue
don't
Rose,
trust me here.
Blue Rose is our final answer.
Okay, gosh, he already said final answer. Whatever.
I was going to say corpse, by the way,
Okay.
for the record.
You're correct.
Oh my gosh! Ah!
There is no naturally occurring blue rose. I threw that one in to throw you off.
No, it's a Princess Diana thing. I know that much.
I'll be damned. I'll be goddamn.
Right? All right. We're going to go a little more towards you guys for NHL sports teams.
Oh, we got this. We
You
got
guys
this.
are
easy.
hockey people.
Yeah, it's easy.
All right. We've got the Devils,
Real.
the Condors,
Not real.
the Canucks,
Real.
and the Sabres.
Real.
Yeah, Canuck or the whatever Condors.
Condors, yeah.
Condors is a AAA hockey team.
Ah,
okay.
nice. Yes. Okay.
I was trying to throw you off. I didn't know how much you knew about hockey.
We
so-
we don't know like stats, but we know our hockey
Yeah,
names.
teams.
Yeah, we know team
If you
names.
did players,
Yeah.
just say any Canadian names, and we would not have
Yeah.
gotten any of them right.
If there was like a Skiditsvili, I'd be like, "Yep, you're right."
Sure, yeah, or Russian, yeah. Canadian or Russian names.
All right, and then the last category for our one of these things new game is starter Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
Oh no!
Fuck.
Oh no!
Shit.
We're gonna go with Selby, Trico, Pikachu, and Charmander.
I'm leaving this. Are you pondering this for real?
Yes.
Can you ponder while I tell a story and you think about it?
Can I hear him one more time?
Yeah, you ponder.
Yeah.
Trico, Charmander, Selby, and Pikachu.
So my wife, this is when I first met her. She was like, so we'd only been together a few months, and we went over to her family's for dinner. And she admitted, after probably a good 15 years, that she stole her sister's Pokemon binder full of cards.
That's a travesty. Like that's
Right?
that's a crime. That's
Right?
a federal offense to me.
15 years later. I don't.
You said Charizard or Charmander?
Charmander. I would have. I mean, if I had, we talked about this when I was making these
starter
up.
Pokemon.
Charizard
They
would have
evolve.
counted as a starter Pokemon because it's the evolution of a
So
starter.
it's before they become a thing?
They're like babies.
So it's
Oh.
when you first start any game of Pokemon, you are given a choice of 3 Pokemon depending on the game of which one you want to start with as your first Pokemon.
Okay.
That's why it's called a starter Pokemon.
I mean, I assume Pikachu is the one you can start with because it's Pikachu, right? Like he's like the main. It's like picking Mario for Mario games.
yeah, I've ruled out Pikachu. And
Okay.
I think Charmander is a starter as well.
Okay. I don't know what a Selby is.
Selby?
What's a Selby?
Selby or Zelby?
Selby.
Selby.
I've seen.
So you said you ruled out.
Pikachu and Charmander.
So the other 2 are Selby and Trico.
What's Trico?
Here's Trico. Try meaning
Try.
3, which means it's the third level.
Cool. Don't mess with us here.
Trico.
You, let us have our own
Trico.
thing. Trico.
Trico is your answer?
Yep.
You are incorrect.
Ah!
Charmander is a Gen 1 starter Pokemon. Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, the fire guy. Pikachu is only a starter in the Pokemon Yellow games. I
is
thought that one was
Selby.
going to throw you off.
So it's Selby?
Selby.
Selby is the correct answer.
Oh.
Trico is a Gen 2 grass type starter. And then Celebi is the Generation 2's legendary Pokemon.
I didn't hear a word you said. I'm just so disappointed in myself.
You guys were so close.
No, Rob was so close. Nathan fucked it up.
You told some dumb story. You left me hanging. You were 3 for 3, Rob.
I was.
You were you were heating up, man. You were nailing threes left
I
and right,
apologize.
and then
I
you
know, I
pass
know.
it to me.
I did.
You don't
I did.
All right, well,
literally throw your phone at me.
that was the new game. One of these things.
I
What do you
enjoyed
guys
it.
think?
No, I enjoyed
I
that
like
one.
that a
Yes.
lot.
Awesome. Well, speaking of Pokemon, we're going to move on to my tier list this week. And for my episode, I chose the top 10 video game franchises of all time, as chosen by me.
Oh, as chosen by me.
So we're going to go through what the categories are. So at the bottom, we're going to go Call of Duty.
Nah.
Good one. I like that.
My wife will love that one, by the
Right?
way. Yeah. She's literally, here's her.
Second from the bottom, DK, more like okay.
Nah, okay.
That's good.
There you go.
In the middle, it's going to be I'm not mad at dem. Second from the top, Greatality.
Okay.
And the top of the list, gotta play them all.
That's
Yeah,
good.
okay.
Very good.
Well done. Much better than your last time. Much better. Yes.
Mackenzie almost didn't want me to put mad at dem.
Oh, that's a great one. That was the best one.
way to throw her under the bus. All right.
You can really say anything you want right now because we're recording, so she's not going to
Yeah.
stop. Just if you want to air any grievances, this is your moment.
All right. So we're gonna go through this list. We're gonna start with Mario.
Obvious
It's the
number
top.
one.
It's the top. You guys
It's
think it's the best?
untouchable.
Dude, it's Nintendo built their entire empire around this one singular character. If there's one character that the entire video game world recognizes immediately, it's that one. Even for the most novice of players.
So are you basing your list on what you think the best one is, or what the best one you like in your opinion is?
It's opinion
You
based,
can go,
right?
you can go either way.
Yeah, it's-
I based my rankings on where they ranked as my favorite.
Okay,
series.
so I am the non-gamer of the group, so I haven't played roughly 70% of these, and I'm only going based on like
that's fine.
what I know of them as like the outsider.
How iconic.
That's fair.
Yes.
Iconic. They
Yeah,
are.
so that's for me. I mean, Universal's is building an entire Nintendo world. Basically,
Yeah. You would assume that based off of how popular it is, that
Yeah.
means that roughly it's good.
right.
So
Yeah, and Mario Kart to me is like
Mhm.
the top
Mario
3
Kart's
game
great.
of all time. Like, it's great. Yeah. So
And what do you think?
I think it's at the top. I mean,
Okay.
Super Mario Brothers, or Super Mario, I should say, Super Mario Odyssey. I just finished, which was so good.
such a great game.
Mario Kart. I mean, there's a reason why Mario, like you said, is the
Yeah.
face of everything. To me, it's clear and away the number one.
Okay. I actually had mine near the middle of the list.
Ugh.
I enjoy Mario games, but some of the other franchises on this list, I'm surprised you put it above Madden. Like for yourself.
We'll get to Madden.
we'll get to Madden.
We'll get to Madden.
No,
Okay.
we have there's
We'll get to Madden.
So I do have a question then for you.
Yes.
Like, so I don't know if you looked it up. I didn't look it up because, but how many Mario games are there from beginning to end?
Way too many to count.
So, like, we've talked about this before. So, like, what's the ratio of percentage on good Mario games to bad Mario games?
I think the Super Mario games like Odyssey and
Majority of
Galaxy are all bangers.
Okay.
You mean the what? The
Super Mario Galaxy? Super
Oh, okay.
Mario
Yeah.
Odyssey?
I thought you were talking about. Never mind.
But yeah, no, I mean, I love 64. I love Super Mario Brothers 1, 3, 2 can suck it. But yeah, like all the Mario Karts, Super Mario World on Super Nintendo was great. So yeah, no, I was just curious on the ratio.
I mean, all Mario Karts are roughly the same game, but they just, they do what, we'll get to it, but they do what Madden should do, and that's improve every time that
Yeah.
a new one comes out, even though it's the same game, but they
Yeah.
still just make it better.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
They just came out with that real life Mario Kart, where it's kind of like a VR thing,
oh, really?
where it's like you're actually driving carts around your house, and there's either a screen or a VR thing
Wow.
where it shows in front of the cart that you're driving in real life, like little coins and
Oh,
tracks.
that's cool.
Yeah, I've heard it's popular. I don't know.
Drop banana peels outside.
So you guys put them both at the top of the list. I put mine
Yeah.
near the middle of the list. You want to go with the Greatality, or do we want to put it?
I mean,
gotta
I'm
play 'em
going.
all?
It's my top. So
Yeah,
that's
it's
why,
my top as well.
So I'll let you decide on that
all right.
one.
All right. I mean, I'm okay with putting Mario at the top. I mean,
So why didn't you put it up? Just because you're
just because I mean I enjoy the other series better than I do. I will occasionally get a Mario game. Like I got Odyssey and I enjoyed it thoroughly, but I'm never going to be like, ooh, a new Mario game's coming out. I have to play it right now.
got it.
You know what I mean? So we will jump to Mortal Kombat next.
Dude, it's awesome. It's awesome. Like, see, for fighting games for me are either I love them or I hate them. I'm blanking on the studio. I think it's NetherRealm. Does that sound right?
Mm-hmm.
They
the
are
do it, yeah.
by far and away my favorite. Mortal Kombat Injustice is also so much fun. It's just so cool. Just rip someone's like shit out of there.
No,
Like,
it's good.
Ugh.
I like how they're all gory, and then in the newest game, I think it's 11. I think is the newest
Yeah.
one. They have a new thing called Friendship, and it's like a fatality, but it's like they just like play patty cake, and then a rainbow goes and it says friendship, and you're like, what the fuck is this? Mortal Kombat?
So I'm obvious here. The only ones I've played are the ones on the Sega.
Wow.
But I remember thoroughly enjoying them. And as a big wrestling fan, WCW actually created characters like based on Sub-Zero and called them Glacier. And then they had another one named Mortis and things of that nature. And it was all based off Mortal Kombat's success from like 97. So, as a video game, like a fighting game, because I'm a big fan of like that style of game. I rank it a high. Yeah, it's good.
See, I've never been a fighting game person.
Ah.
The combos and stuff, just so many button presses that you have to just remember how to do it, and if you don't do it, then you just crouch and kick them.
Yeah.
That's all.
For me, I definitely will never play online.
Right.
I will play either locally with friends or just do like the
Right.
campaign because if I were to go online, I would die in 2 seconds. Because
Right.
some people are just
So competitive.
That's all they do, yeah.
Like, so competitive.
learn their combos and then play the one character over and over and over and over again until
Right.
they like know that character better than they know themselves.
Right.
But this is towards the top of the list.
Okay.
I would say maybe Greatality.
Oh, as it should be.
Yes.
As it should be.
As it
Unfortunately, I'm going to bring it down.
Oh,
Bring her
okay.
down. I have it second to the last on my
Oh,
list.
wow.
He hates fighting games. He just went
They're
for it.
not.
yeah.
The only fighting game I really like is going to be Super Smash Brothers, and that's not really. That's like a brawler.
That's fair.
Which is different. So I can bring it down to I'm not mad at them
That's fine.
That's fine.
because I'm not.
Yeah. It's
All right.
iconic.
I mean, like
I guess all of these are.
well,
I don't know why I'm saying
Hold on,
yeah.
hold on. I meant to tell you, there is a petition out right now for the new Mortal Kombat game. They want to get Wayne from Letterkenny in the game.
that would be so amazing. I'd play the game.
Yeah, there you go.
I'd play the game and I'd exclusively.
I literally meant
I'd
to
be one of
tell you
those
that,
people
yeah.
who learn all his moves better than I know myself.
Oh, he's a great fighter. Oh, man.
Let's move to Legend of Zelda. Rob knows nothing, I can tell.
Well, I played the one on Super Nintendo, and I did not enjoy it.
Wow.
They're not easy. The earlier ones are not easy.
All I know is Link is super popular. He's great on Smash Brothers.
Hey, you know it's Link.
I know it's Link. Yeah, Zelda's the princess, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, look, you know something.
Yeah, I know. Come on now. Not a complete idiot.
So for me, this is number 2, right behind Mario, just because Breath of the Wild.
Oh God.
I know we're talking about franchises, but
No,
that's one
absolutely.
of the best games I've ever played, and like,
Ocarina of Time was one of my first like games that I was like super into.
Yeah.
Played it and like loved it and beat it super quick. And they just improved since then. And Breath of
it's
the
good.
Wild is a
It's
master.
a lot of
I mean, I believe everyone who's played it loves it. I just never played them.
where'd you put it?
I put it number 3.
Okay, yeah. So up
Up at the top, I would put it at.
I did it like I did the others, where iconic standards compared to the others, and I actually have it like near the middle.
Near the middle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's somewhat iconic.
Yeah.
Do we want to go Greatality?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's very iconic because still some people confuse Zelda with Link.
Idiots.
Yeah.
God,
So-
peasants. Gosh.
All right. Well, we'll jump to Madden. See what you guys have to say.
So
You go ahead.
Okay.
I'll say my piece. In a minute.
I loved Madden as a kid, like the early versions, 05, when they created Truck Stick and Hit Stick, and the soundtracks were amazing. It was a wonderful game. You always loved to see who was going to be on the cover, and I could stay up, dude. High school days, like staying up all night, drinking like 5 Mountain Dews and just playing Madden, and it was wonderful and great. They have not evolved that goddamn game since like 2009, though. It's the same thing with just different characters. Not new rosters, sorry.
So, Rob, you do something which I think is brilliant. You rotate sports games every 3 years. So you get Madden, and then you won't get it for another 2 years, but then you'll get NBA the next year, and then what else?
I get the wrestling game every 3 years.
And then
so every
back
3
to
years,
which is what I need to
Because they're
do.
garbage.
They were this year.
Because so I got before these past couple of years, the last Madden game I got was 17, I think. So I took a pretty big break, but then Patrick Mahomes was on the cover last year.
You gotta get it. You gotta get it.
You can't not get
I
that.
had to buy it, and I fell in love with Madden all over again. It wasn't a great game, but because I haven't played it in 3 years, I'm like, oh yeah, and then I'm playing as Mahomes, and I'm throwing at Kelsey and all this. I'm like, oh, this is great.
You're like, so many improvements.
Yeah.
Yes.
I bought Madden 21 just because I wanted to, the most recent one, and I shit you not, it is the exact. When I say exact, that is not hyperbole whatsoever. It is the exact same game. They changed nothing. They just added different players, and I spent $60 fucking on a game I already had.
Here is where I get. We know you don't play Madden, so that's why we're talking about this.
I've got my topics on here.
Here's where I also get frustrated. So I bought the new NBA 2K21, or not bought it, Santa, Yeah. But I was playing it, and so when you play a season mode. In their game, their commentators, they talk about things that happened in the game. They talk about if he's a hot shooter, cold shooter. They talk about stats from previous games you played.
Yeah.
Madden doesn't do that.
No.
Madden is like the same 8 phrases over and over. I mean, they just it's like they phone it in every time. It's awful. Mm-hmm. So that's all.
Plus, you got to compare it to other NFL games like Blitz. And you're like,
Blitz
I
is
wish
so
I
good.
could be playing Blitz.
Blitz was
But
great.
no, EA freaking owns the rights, so we'll never see another game like that.
But to their credit, it is one of the more realistic sports games you'll find.
That's fair.
That's all. But yeah.
I put Madden kind of near the middle of my list, honestly. Mine is more of a nostalgia thing. My dad used to, like when we first got like the GameCube back in the day.
Double Dash is one of the best Mario Karts on
You're
that.
not wrong. You're not wrong. But my dad would get the newest Madden, and he would literally stay up all night long
dude.
playing franchise mode.
Franchise mode.
Franchise mode.
mode's great.
all you
Over
do.
and over and over
Superstar.
again.
Superstar was a lot better too. They made Superstar. Well, now Superstar has a story mode,
Which is dumb.
which is, I mean, NBA does the same thing.
It's dumb.
It's just like, no, just let me build a player and then like they used to have like interviews where you'd have to interview like with the press.
And if you answer the question
wrong,
they
the fans would like turn on you.
Yeah, it's
Like,
awful.
yeah, whatever.
So anyway,
so where would that put it for you guys?
in
Lower on the
bitching that
list?
much about it, it's
It's
up
in
high.
the middle. Yeah, right. It's middle high.
So do we want to put it right in the middle? That I'm not mad at
Yeah,
them?
that's fine. Yeah.
Well,
He's mad right
I'm
now.
mad at him.
He's
That's
mad at him
because
right
I
now.
wasted $60.
Madden, I know. EA, look, I know you're listening.
Yes.
Fix your goddamn game. Like, just do something different. You guys were great with Truck Stick. Then you did QB Vision, and you realized that was stupid, and you turned that off. Just fix your game.
They do have new like. We don't need to get into
Go,
it.
go ahead.
We're going to move
talk
on
about it
to
later.
Call of Duty.
13-year-old Nate would have said this is number one, but nowadays
Have you played
It's
the
fine.
2 recent games?
I have not.
Okay.
The only one I've played is the World War II one on PlayStation 2. I got stuck in a bunker and couldn't get out.
So Call of Duty 4 or 5? No, it would have been 5.
I don't know.
4
He's
is
not
Modern
gonna know.
Warfare.
Oh, I'm not going to know. It's whatever World War II one is. And I got stuck in a
All-
bunker.
Not the newer Modern War.
Oh yeah,
not the newer
but
World
the
War
first
II.
one was World War II, right? And I think 2
Was it
and
World
3.
at War?
World at War.
God, guys.
I think
I know. Into the bunker, and so I stopped playing. That was the end of my Call of Duty experience.
It's very hard. It's a very hard game.
I was really big into Call of Duty when I was younger, and I played them all through like Black Ops 2, when I got to Black Ops 2, that was when I got introduced to Battlefield games, which are much more realistic type games. And they were much smoother and not super fast paced. They
got destructibility.
They did. And I loved that. And then recently switched back to the new ones with the Modern Warfare remake and Cold War, and I'm in love.
Really?
Again.
They're good?
They're so good.
I have a question. I could be talking about the wrong game, but we'll find out. In college, friends would play hours on zombie mode.
Yep.
Is that this game?
That's Call of Duty.
Cool. Good for me.
That's iconic, man.
Yeah, dude.
Speaking
People.
of iconic.
No. It reminded me. So I never played, but watching them, it reminded me of playing GoldenEye with the 4-player mode where you're just in battle mode. You're trying to get the most. It reminded me of that where people are just sitting there playing for hours with each other on that.
No, absolutely. I will probably play for hours later today.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah, you said that. Growing up, like Madden was the thing. You stayed up late drinking Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
That was Call of Duty for me.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, but as an outsider, I would say game-wise, like when it comes to iconicness, like that's one of the few games I hear everyone plays all the time. So it's on, like to me, it's higher up on the list because of that.
I'd probably put it pretty high as well.
Yeah. I put my number 4 on the list just because of some of the other ones that are more iconic to my childhood. Definitely.
I'd say for its longevity.
What's the second from the top?
Greatality.
Greatality. That's where I'd put it as well.
Yeah. All right, then we're going to go to my number 1, and that's Pokemon. I have played almost every Pokemon game there is, never beaten half of them.
It's, to me, so boring.
Why?
So boring. I just find it so overrated.
You don't like that whole gotta catch 'em all aspect?
No. I don't.
They're at the point where there's like over 1,000 Pokemon now.
Yeah, like you said, so in your mind you're like, I gotta catch them all, and then you don't catch them all. Don't you like feel like, oh, that sucks? Like, why did I even start?
It's the journey, man.
Yeah, I guess.
I've never played a single second, so
So
I didn't
It's
even
the journey,
play,
not the destination.
Yes.
You told me that the other day,
dude. And
That's
that
true.
damn the
That's
phone,
true.
Yeah, what's the phone
Very
one that
good.
came out?
What's
The
that?
phone one that came out like a few years ago.
Pokemon Go.
Yeah, even that I never played.
You know,
Everyone
that
went
brought the
crazy for
world
it.
together for a few
Pokemon
weeks.
Go.
Yeah.
That's true.
But yeah,
I played more of that probably than any other Pokemon game, though. I will
is
say
that so okay, we're just gonna get out of the you love Pokemon, I've never played, can't say anything about it, except for is what's a more iconic Japanese like figure? Is it Pikachu? Or is it Mario? Or is it Hello Kitty?
You know, they're all really up there.
I'd probably put Hello Kitty 1, Mario 2, Pikachu 3.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Pikachu and Mario are real neck and neck there.
How was the Ryan Reynolds movie?
Oh, Detective Pikachu?
Yeah.
It's good.
It's actually pretty
good.
decent. It's worth watching. It's worth watching once.
The
yeah.
animation was fantastic.
Okay.
It's actually, not bad.
So I'm just going on iconic standards.
Right.
It's up high because I'm like,
what
yeah.
about, I mean, Pokemon games, what about Pokemon Snap? Or Pokemon Stadium?
I don't know what that is.
Pokemon
64, right?
Pokemon Snap was the one where you got to take pictures of all the Pokemon, and you got graded on the picture quality. It was
That's
amazing.
the worst sounding game I've ever
It
heard.
was so good.
And this is supposed to make me like Pokemon?
So good. It was or Pokemon Stadium, where it was like a 3D.
They gave you
battle
homework
version.
in a game and you bought it.
Yeah. Go take a photography class.
No, you're like on a
You're like a
on rails
safari. Yeah,
on
yeah,
rails
I've seen-
safari, and like you're going through a safari camp, and like just
Because
random like
I remember the 64 game when it came out
Yeah.
on that, like people played it. But yeah, it's like the way you described it.
it's so
was
good.
homework.
It was so good.
Doesn't
You
sound
got
like
points.
it.
You got a certain amount of points. The better your picture was, if it was in the center of the
that's the
screen,
whole
if it was
game.
doing something. Yes, it was amazing.
Pokemon was here. Now it's down here.
Fuck you both.
That's fine.
Where would you put it then?
I mean, I do want to factor in a little bit of how popular it is, so I'd probably put it right in the middle.
Yeah, I'm the same. Like middle
I'm
high because
not-
it's super popular. I know that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It's
I
your
put it
number one. I know.
so-
Yeah.
Hey, we can bump it up.
To
Yeah,
what?
we're
To
fine.
Greatality? To the second to the top?
Yeah, that's
Sure.
fine. I mean, yeah, you've played what? None of it, and
I
I
had
played
0 ounces.
a
Of
little
it,
bit
yeah.
of it, and I'm like, oh, this isn't for me.
I weigh video
so,
games in ounces
yeah.
apparently.
All right, we're gonna go back to fighting, and we're gonna do Street Fighter.
I don't like Street Fighter.
Okay.
I don't get Capcom.
Okay.
Can you explain Capcom? Why are they so popular? What do they do?
You know,
other than Street Fighter, right?
They do the Devil May Cry series as well,
People like those games.
and those are incredible. Off the top of my head, those are the two I can name.
But I just feel like they're so popular among like.
I mean, their fighting games are, super competitive and super well put together that it's just like a very polished game. Like that's what you were saying about Madden, and you were like, okay, well, it doesn't change anything. This game does change enough to just polish it more and more.
So like
and more
Mario Kart.
every time. Exactly. Just like Mario Kart. It just gets better and better every time. Granted, I don't like fighting games, so I'm not a fan of it, but I can understand and see where everybody else. Oh, they did Okami and the Resident Evil games.
Oh, they did Resident Evil?
They did Monster Hunter World as well.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So, that makes more sense.
Thank you, Mackenzie.
So if I were, I'm gonna go basing it on the fighter game, like actual fighting games. It's actually 4th on my list of the fighting games.
Okay. What would your other? I mean,
So to me, Mortal Kombat's the best one.
Okay.
Number 2, I actually prefer the Tekken series.
okay.
I like Tekken a lot.
They got a bear.
Oh, the dude with the cheetah face.
Yeah, they had the real interesting characters.
I loved the Tekken games. Number 3
Soul
is
Calibur?
the. I don't remember. Okay.
I was trying to guess what you were going to say.
Oh no, you won't guess this one. On Super Nintendo, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles put out a tournament fighter game, and I fucking love that game. I still play it
So
today.
they have all the villains and stuff in it too?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, Shredder's on there. They have a shark, which is cool. They have the Technodrome. All the
They got
guys.
Rocksteady, Bebop,
No, they didn't have those guys on there.
Kang.
Too old for that?
I don't know if it's too old or what they did for the. Yeah, Master Karari, is that her name? I don't know, but she's like the one that's even above Shredder.
Zero over my head.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
I was never a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles like deep.
But I did the same thing that Nathan was saying, where like I'm always Donatello, and I just hit the one button because he swings his stick, and no one can get close to him, and he wins.
So instead of memorizing combos, you just memorize
You're
the
that
one
button mash person.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. I'm not
You're
gonna.
the person who crouches and kicks the whole time.
Well, no, I just told you I swing a stick.
That's the equivalent of crouching and kicking.
Ah, I got you. Fair. But then below that would be the Street Fighter series.
Okay.
Yeah, I not very high.
Okay.
I don't like it.
So, I mean, do we want to put him at Call of Duty or DK? More like, okay.
I'll defer to Rob. I'd probably put it at DK, but
I'll go DK. I'm okay with DK.
Okay.
DK.
DK is okay.
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 On that note, Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong Country on Super Nintendo is the greatest video game of all time.
Did not expect you to go that hard on that real quick.
Holy shit.
I have beaten that game many times. I have that and Diddy Kong's Quest 2, and I play them still today, and I enjoy them immensely. And I get so frustrated because every time I beat King K. Rool, I'm only at like 85%, so I still have to find hidden rooms. Haven't done that yet. Get all the bananas. Oh, but such a great game. That roller coaster level. Whew. Oh,
Isn't it a minecart?
Wow.
yeah, it's a minecart, but whatever.
Same thing.
Yeah. But whew, what a game.
Wow.
What a game.
I've never played a lick of Donkey Kong.
The
ever.
only Donkey Kong that I know that I have played and enjoyed is Diddy Kong Racing.
Oh, it's a great game too.
I didn't
But
know
it
you're
doesn't
such a big
compete with
Donkey
Mario.
Kong
I mean,
guy.
it's great, but does it compete with Mario Kart?
No. Mario Kart's better.
and Donkey Kong is. In
See,
Mario Kart.
but Diddy Kong Racing
had the
has
story mode, which was fantastic.
it did have the story mode and it had the boats and planes.
Oh, you could do hovers and planes. Hovers were rough and planes were yeah, just 2 cars. But yeah, they made you do the other things. But no, they had a great story mode on there that was fantastic. But yeah, no, Donkey Kong to me, like if we're talking
Donkey
actual,
Kong Country.
the greatest game ever made.
I mean, I know they're good games. I never enjoyed them.
Oh,
Never played them. They look like they're fun, but
They're platformers.
yeah.
yeah,
You know,
it's,
they're a pretty standard platformer.
yeah, it's literally your
They don't
Donkey
beat out
Kong
Mario for platforming, but
Right.
Yeah, you're Donkey Kong or Diddy, and you just go through the levels. You jump on little Kremlins and things of that nature. And it's,
I heard the new one's pretty good. The Glacier something something.
I hope so. I don't know.
See, I don't even know the
You're
name.
big Donkey Kong guy.
Up
Not pick.
Up until 64,
Okay.
then
And then you just lost track of gaming in general.
yep.
What do you
That's
have
it.
now? When you got your 2K?
Xbox One.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, you've got an Xbox One.
I do. I've had
That's
one
impressive.
for a few years. Yeah. Until they tell me to. Until they say, "Hey, we're not making games for that anymore," and then I'll
Yeah.
move on.
Yeah, you got a while.
Yeah, so we're good.
You should get the PS5.
Yes, absolutely, because it's great. Well, it will be great when I get one.
If you can get one.
Dude, I look 10 times every day on 6 different websites
It
for
would-
it to restock.
It would just sit there.
What do you mean?
I don't play as many games all the time, so it would just sit there. I
Well,
don't
you're
know.
not going to get it until you run out of Xbox One's games. They're probably going to make
well,
that
then
for
by then
another
it'll be
year or two.
PS7. So why? I'll wait till
No,
then.
you got a year. You got a year or two.
Okay.
All right, so
But yeah, to me, it's the greatest game of all time. So there you go.
Donkey Kong.
Yeah, it's the greatest. Yeah.
Greatest franchise?
Yep.
Okay.
Sure.
I'd say DK more like okay. Is that what it is?
When
More
this
like
He's
all-
actually saying my puns.
I
Yeah,
know.
suck it, Rob. Does that sting a little bit?
when this is all over and this silly pandemic finally crosses, you guys are I'm gonna invite you over. We'll have to take turns because on Super Nintendo you can only play 2 at a time. But we will play Donkey Kong Country, and I will show you the greatness. Because we can't do it online with each other. We have to do it in person.
I'm aware.
Yeah,
They didn't have that back then.
technology.
They didn't have it. So we can throw it down at DK more like, okay, or do you want me to bring it up to I'm not mad
that's
at
where
them?
you guys have it. You know where I have it. I'm just gonna
Let's
praise
bring
the
it up.
music.
Let's put it in the middle.
I'm over here
Okay.
just raising
All right, we're gonna go with the Lego series.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
good.
They have no right to be as good as they are. But they're they're repetitive, but they have variety.
And they're so funny.
Yeah. You want to blow shit up as Iron Man? Or you want to blow shit up as Indiana Jones? You decide. Go ahead, Rob. You don't. You
Do you
seem
have
like you
any
don't
opinion
like
at all?
I played the Lego Marvel one, and I played the Lego Harry Potter one.
Lego Star Wars is
Star
where
Wars.
it's at.
Star Wars is the best one.
While fun and funny with some of the stuff, it did just kind of get old after a while doing the same things over. Like, I don't know. Like, I felt like you're like, oh, you just got to hit this thing and get some coins, and then you go on to the next thing.
They're
Hit
Lego
this.
bits, but whatever.
Whatever. Sorry.
Studs.
Yeah. But after a while, like, I was like, all right, I'm good with enough. Like, I've done it. But it was fun initially. That's my take.
Lego Batman was also fun too. Star Wars and Batman are the two best ones. In my
Yeah,
opinion.
Star Wars was the one when they first came out. I played the first 3 and loved every bit of them because I think that's the kind of the first game that got me into going, you know what, I'm gonna get 100% on this because they are the ones who like show you your percentage the whole time.
They
You're
show
like,
you your
okay.
percentage. They show you what you haven't unlocked yet. The characters, all the characters that you can get.
They were very clear with what you could unlock and how to unlock it, and I was like, that's good for me.
Nice. So
Yeah, it's definitely a big part of my childhood. That's for sure.
I enjoyed it. It did end up middle of my list, but I can see why everybody loves them.
oh yeah, it's middle high because I played them. There you go. That's the end of my.
Is it? I guess Lego's iconic.
Oh, Lego's iconic. Yeah, Lego's
Yeah.
huge. Oh, good on them for doing what they did.
So do we want to go, I'm not mad at them, or do we want to go a little bit higher and
I'll
go
go a
with
little higher.
Greatality?
Brutality.
Greatality.
Greatality. Last one on my list, number 2 for me, the Final Fantasy series.
I've heard a lot of stuff about Final Fantasy. Apparently, Final Fantasy VII is like the greatest game ever made, or whatever.
Absolutely one of the greatest games ever made. If you're looking for story, which I know you're not, go with Final Fantasy X.
Video games, I do like a good
Okay,
story.
Final Fantasy X was the first Final Fantasy that I ever played, and I have played and bought it separately at least 6 different times.
6?
Yeah. I bought it on PS2, and then I sold it when I beat it, and then years later I was like, you know what, I want to play that again, and I bought it again, and then it came out on PS3 as a remaster, and I bought it, and then it came out on PS4, and I bought it again, played through it, beat it, and it was at part of a combo with the second game, and then I bought it again when I bought her PS4.
Damn.
So
Hold
I
on,
think
you
that's
bought
5
her-
times.
You bought her a PS4 and then bought you a game.
No, she's got she's playing it. She likes it. She enjoys it.
Gotcha.
I don't. Why? Why is it so great? Like, what about it?
You know, it's a turn-based combat system. So
Hate that.
Really?
Turn-based? Oh, that's terrible.
It makes things more, strategic. You've got to plan out a little bit more what you're doing.
Hold on, enlighten me what you just said.
Turn-based.
Okay.
Is that?
Yeah,
you're
not a
at?
clue. Yeah.
So you've got 3 characters.
Yeah.
And then they've got however many characters are on their side of the fight. And each character gets a turn. Depending on how fast that character is, they go
Have you ever
first.
played like a mobile
Yep.
game?
I know what you're
most,
talking about now.
Most
Yep,
fighting
yep.
mobile games
Yep.
are like
Gotcha.
that.
Yep.
So, and then the story is just engrossing.
So there's a whole lot of waiting around for your opponent to
So
strike.
I actually
Not really.
Yeah.
I mean, they attack immediately.
Yeah.
They don't have to think about what they want to do.
believe it or not, I looked a little bit of this up and talked to a couple people, and based on like the actual gaming world, like Final Fantasy, like the one you guys talked about, things of that nature, is actually like the one that everyone talks about. It's like the best rated games, and they love them. So based on that, I'll put it in the middle. But as an outsider looking in, I'm like, I'm good, thanks.
Yep. No, I'm the exact same way.
I think they're up to mainline games. They're up to 15, and they've got hundreds of spin-off series, and then
Clearly a bunch of remakes
yeah,
and
remasters, remake. They just did the remake of 7, which is only technically part of the game.
Isn't it like they paid? It's like a quarter of the game.
It's like a quarter of the game, and they made it into a full game, and apparently it's incredible.
I'll never play it.
But the good thing about Final Fantasy, I think, is that it's not one of those things where it's like, oh, I have to play all the other ones, because you don't.
You just jump in.
Almost none of them have the same characters and story. So the characters in Final Fantasy VII are not in Final Fantasy X, and it has nothing to do with it. They have shared universe things, but you're never going to be confused. So I think that's what's good about jumping in to a Final Fantasy game. So
I have nothing left to add to it except
yours was
I might
middle.
jump in. I
Yours
don't
was
know.
what? You said middle?
That's fine.
Sure.
Just based off of how much people love it.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring it up because I put it at number 2.
Greatality's
Yeah,
fine.
Greatality.
Yeah.
That is just so we all know, that is a stacked category right now.
Yeah.
So that is our tier list.
I mean, you
I'm
picked
gonna-
iconic video game. Like,
right?
Like most of these games on the list are great.
Right.
Like
We actually did not have anything at the bottom of the list. Nothing was Call of Duty.
you had to get that in one more time. You didn't say it enough. Yeah.
I did. DK, more like okay, is only Street Fighter. I'm not mad at them. We have a lot in here. We have Mortal Kombat, Donkey Kong, Madden, and that's it for that one. And then Greatality is our super stacked category with the Lego series, Call of Duty, Legend of Zelda, Final Fantasy, and Pokemon. And then the lone one at the top of the list is Mario.
which it should be.
Yeah. Awesome. So that was my tier list for today, guys. I'm going to go themed with the cocktail again, and it is a Assassin's Creed themed cocktail, and it's called a Shirley Templar.
Oh.
Because apparently in the video game Assassin's Creed Revelations, you learned that Desmond, the main, the modern day character, Nolan North, likes to add gin to his Shirley Temples, and he calls them Shirley Templars. So it's a very simple drink.
Oh boy.
It is just a Shirley Temple, which is Sprite.
That's kind
and
of the
grenadine.
writing I expect from Assassin's Creed.
You're not wrong. Which is just Sprite and a little bit of grenadine to give it that cherry flavor, and then about 2 ounces of gin, which I know Rob and I would love.
I'd be a big fan. No grenadine, but I'd be a big fan.
All right, well,
Gin and Sprite.
Gin and Sprite. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us for my birthday episode.
Happy birthday once again.
I would sing the song, but it's copyright.
Actually, no, I think it's out.
Oh, nice.
No, we don't need to.
No.
No, we don't need to. We'll do it in our heads.
Fine. All right. 15 seconds of silence while we do that in our heads.
All right. Well, thank you so much, guys, and have a great day and celebrate me. So, bar's closed.